wanted for rape. Multiple counts out of Oregon. I said, what? Now, folks, when it's your hometown and it's a small town, I'm not going to spin your wheels. It hits you a little different. These stories matter no matter if you're in Oregon or Florida. But I think we can all agree that me being a radio host doesn't really take I'm just a dad like anyone else. I've got a 12-year-old daughter who lives in the county. And the idea that a 12-year-old be walking the streets with someone wanted for rape because he had to be released was insane. And I said, why did they release him? And I was told they had to. They had no choice because the ICE apparently had some final removal order on this illegal alien, and ICE didn't want to pick him up. And I was like, what? I said, that can't be true. That can't be true. So sure enough, the sheriff puts out an update on his Facebook page. I'm going to read that after the break. I'm going to tell you something. I got on the phone with the congressman right away. I was like, brother, you need to look into this. He's going to be on at 2 o'clock, an hour and a half from now, so this is a delay. And we're going to talk about what happened with the case. And folks, listen, I'm not the obvious point here. What happens if you don't have a radio host in your town? This guy just roaming your streets? The answer is yes. For 10 years, Patriot Mobile's been America's only Christian conservative wireless provider. And I say only, trust me, the only one. Patriot Mobile's been a great supporter of the show, which is why I'm proud to partner. Patriot Mobile offers nationwide coverage, giving you the ability to access all 3 major networks, which means you get the same coverage you've been accustomed to without funding the power. When you switch to Patriot Mobile, you're supporting a company that believes in free speech, religious freedom, the sanctity of life, our military, our veteran, our first responder heroes, and the Second Amendment. They're 100% U.S.-based customer service team. They make switches. It's a great company. Keep your number, keep your phone up. The team will help you find the best plan for you. Just go to patriotmobile.com/Bongino or call 972-PATRIOT. Get free activation when you use the offer code Bongino. Join me and make the switch today. Just go to patriotmobile.com/Bongino or call 972-PATRIOT. patriotmobile.com/Bongino. That's patriotmobile.com/Bongino. Call 972-PATRIOT.
Traffic. Closures in Santa Rosa because of an ongoing police investigation. Todd Road closed between Stony Point and Moreland. Stony Point closed south of Bellevue over to Todd. Santa Cruz Mountains northbound 17 slow through Laurel Road with Highway 9, all because of earlier crashes. San Mateo, a fender bender northbound 101 before 92, clear but slow from Hillsdale. That's traffic. I'm Elaine Leung. This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit Allstate.com or call for a quote today.
This report is sponsored by Big O Tires. Now at participating Big O Tires, buy 3, get 1 free on 4 select in-stock Cooper, Sumitomo, or Nitto brand tires with installation purchase. Big O also offers full auto care services. The buy 3, get 1 free tire sale ends March 17th. See store for details. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Sneezing, coughing, stuffy nose, runny nose, postnasal drip, interrupted sleeping. I was groggy at the end of the day.
Allergies and sinus congestion were making Jana miserable. Then, a friend recommended Navage. Navage provides immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Navage helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
Navage gave me instant relief. I didn't have to wait 30 minutes. I didn't have to wait an hour, 90 minutes. I didn't have to wait a minute. I ran the rinse and I felt better.
Stop suffering from congestion and start breathing and feeling your best again with Navage. N-A-V-A-G-E.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid.
Guys, I'll never forget the first time I saw somebody get results at our clinic. It was an 81-year-old man who hadn't been intimate with his wife in
years. Viagra had stopped working for him, and he was desperate for help. After several treatments, he walked into my office and told me he couldn't believe the results. Needless to say, this was a very happy man. This man made me a believer in what we do. He had taken pills for years, but he had never fixed the problem. When he came to us, we fixed the problem. Our treatment does what no pill can do. And right now, we're offering a free treatment just for coming in. That's right. You can try this treatment at no cost. If you suffer from ED or Crohn's disease, give West Coast Men's Health a call today.
With clinics in San Mateo, Pleasanton, Walnut Creek, and Elk Grove, call 650-649-7944. That's 650-649-7944. 650-649-7944. Online at westcoastmenshealth.com.
Welcome to the Real Estate Minute with RE/MAX expert Michael Hatfield. Michael, what traits should we look for in selecting an agent?
Look for a deal maker with a positive attitude who will work tirelessly for you. An agent who is adept in multiple offer situations, drafting contracts, marketing and advertising a client's home, is familiar with multiple cultures, experienced in mortgage financing, inspection, and escrow, is attractive to his client.
What can you do as a plus for clients?
Your agent is your eyes and your ears, one who works behind the scenes on your behalf. A great attitude, working well with others, and keeping clients' priorities number one is a given for us.
Call 925-322-7775 now to schedule an appointment or complimentary home analysis. For excellence in real estate, call the Michael Hatfield RE/MAX team at 925-322-7775 or go to michaelhatfieldhomes.com. DRE 01493761.
Say now to let Dan know what you think. 844-484-3872. The Dan Bongino Show.
Jim, a heads of cranberries it is, right? I love Dolores, she cast. The cranberries were really, I mean, it's probably not to sit here and do an analysis of politics, but that song, Empty, is really great. Can you incorporate that into our bumper music and all? Is there enough instrumentals on that? It's one of my favorite tunes ever when I was a kid. I actually went to their concert when I was younger at the Jones Beach Theater there. I saw the Cranberries. No, my first concert was Rolling Stone, Steel Wheel. I want my cousin Steve. Steve's in my book. Same guy who watched me throw a multi-walk, no-strike inning baseball. It's the same guy. He took me to go to my first concert. My last concert was Morgan Wallen. By the way, update on Dan Bongino's concert schedule for Morgan Wallen. I've been to now multiple. I will be at, Paula, what is it, the May 5th Morgan Wallen concert in Nashville? I think it's May 5th or the 2nd or something like that. So if you're there, come say hello. Last Morgan Wallen concert I was at, Houston, not that long ago, more people want to take their picture with Paula than with me, which was a little embarrassing. Most people are like, you want me to get a picture? Like, no, we really don't want you. We just want to take a picture with Paula. Like, sure, brother, you got it. No problem. What do you think? Paula was like, all right, great. I'm like a little mini celebrity. All right, back to the show. On serious topic. So, speaking of the weekend, we didn't really do anything this weekend. Why? Because I was working this weekend. I was working to try to make my county a little safer. And I really feel for you folks as I tell you this story, and it's a really, really horrible story I have to pass through. Don't think for a second that I'm naive about the ramifications of it. ICE went out, and I am sure of it because I saw what happened in live time, and only went and grabbed this guy in my county. You heard the story before the break. They only went out and grabbed this guy because of public pressure that I started via social media, Twitter, True Social, and Facebook. I know. Well, how do I know that? Because they didn't do anything about it before. And again, to the men on the ground who are doing their job and who roundly condemn Mayorkas and Biden's open border policies, this is in no way, please, directed at you. I understand. I had a cousin who was there, and I had asked before this Homeland Security thing. I get it. I understand the agents on the ground, just like Border Patrol, gets the absurdity of this whole thing. Please, this is not directed at you. It is directed at the leadership. So So long and short of it, we're still waiting on President Trump to make remarks about the Supreme Court victory, by the way, which we will take. I'm sitting home, and I get a call, and they're like, this guy who's wanted for rape out of Oregon just got locked up in the county for driving with no license. Not that he had a license and it was suspended. Jim, I need you to understand, the guy apparently, according to the Facebook page of the sheriff, never had a license. He's wanted for rape, and they had to let him out. And I'm like, wait, what? So the sheriff, who's warning the community and did the right thing, the sheriff explained on the Facebook page. So I waited this thing, and I'm thinking to myself, this is crazy. Here it is, Martin County Sheriff's Office. Undocumented man with warrants for rape out of Oregon to be released from the Martin County jail. This dude would be running around your community. Zero doubt if you don't have a radio host with a Twitter, True Social, Facebook follower. Jim, you know, I'm not, folks, I get it, but I live here, and I'm just a dad like everyone else, and if I've got a microphone, you're damn straight I'm going to use it. So I sent this thing all over the Twitter ecosystem, and thanks to you. Thanks to you, that's an intentional pause. The post I put out got something like 1 million views in an hour over those platforms, and all of a sudden, everybody started paying attention. So, it's illegal with warrants for rape out of Oregon was scheduled to be released into my county, the streets my 12-year-old daughter walks. He knows the sheriff on the Facebook page. Sheriff's page. 26-year-old Juan Jose Sebastian, a man who was arrested in Martin County, Florida for never having a license, but driving anyway, will soon walk out of Martin County jail a free man, even though he has a warrant out of Washington County, Oregon, for 3 counts. Wow, that under 3 counts of rape and sexual abuse. Not just one, you got the trifecta. He goes on. Sheriff Bill Snyder learned that ICE will not take custody of the undocumented Guatemalan immigrant, and Washington County, Oregon will not extradite from Florida. As a result, the wanted rapist, quoting from the sheriff's page here, will be released into our community today. There is no legal way for the sheriff's office to continue holding this man as he what? Oh, Trump's out? Makes sense. As he completed his sentence for the charge of driving without a valid license. He started talking now. All right, let's take that one. Got it? You don't have it, that's fine. Right. And it has nothing to do with the fact that it's the leading candidate, whether it was the leading candidate or a candidate that was well down on the totem pole. You cannot take somebody out of a race. The voters can take the person out of the race very quickly. The court shouldn't be doing that, and the Supreme Court saw that very well. And I really do believe that will be a unifying factor because, while most states were thrilled to have me, and there were some that didn't, and they didn't want that for political reasons. They didn't want that because the poll numbers are very good. We're defeating President Biden in almost every poll. New York Times came
people from the standpoint of a different part of the world. Two of the leading terrorists, probably the two leading terrorists ever that we've ever seen in this world. And those are big decisions. I don't want to be prosecuted for it. I don't want to be prosecuted for it. That's tremendous responsibility. It's out every control. And sometimes you have to make a really tough decision. Sometimes you have to make decisions like that. When you make a decision, you don't want to have your opposing party or opponent or even somebody that just thinks you're wrong bring a criminal suit against you or any kind of a suit when you leave office. I have that right now at a level that nobody's ever seen before. I have rogue prosecutors and I have rogue judges. I have judges that are out of control. And it's a very unfair thing for me, but I'm serving perhaps as a sample of what should not be happening. When you make good decisions, and in my case, the economy was great. We didn't go into any wars. We totally defeated ISIS. We provided the largest tax cuts in history with no wars. We beat ISIS 100% of the caliphate. There were no wars. We did a job that was big, but maybe I wouldn't have done that. The caliphate defeating them was very powerful. That I gave. I said, yeah. I don't want to be prosecuted. In that case, it worked out very well. There will be some things that perhaps don't work out so well. But I don't want to be prosecuted because I decided to do something that is very much for the good of the country and actually for the good of the world. The president shouldn't have that on his mind. He has to have a free and clear mind when he makes very big decisions. Or it's going to be nothing more than a ceremonial post. He'll be president, it'll be a wonderful thing, and you won't do anything because you don't want to be hit by your opponent or hit by somebody else. Because who wants to leave office and go through what I've gone through? I'm being prosecuted by Biden, my opponent. But every one of these things, whether it's Fannie Willis or Bragg, these are local and state, but they're in total coordination with the White House. You can't do that. They shouldn't be doing them. And a thing like that, in the case of the DA's office, they put one of the top people, maybe the second person. Leave the law firm, very prestigious big law firm, leave the law firm to go into the DA's office to get Trump, Pomerantz. So he goes in to become a prosecutor, worked for the Democrat Party and Hillary Clinton, goes in to prosecute Donald Trump at a local level, in total coordination with the Department of Justice, meaning Biden. And then you have the Fannie Willis, or as you would say, Fawny. And she hired somebody new, the person long before the prosecution declaration.
Right. At least I won't be working here much longer, which I'm so glad. And working with retarded people. Oh, it's the worst type of job ever. And it's not rewarding, you know. Not rewarding at all. But a bunch of mental nut jobs. Ugh. You know.